Good evening for Wednesday. We first of all need to get something out of the way, and that is punishments. Before you turn around and try to punish me because you're falling behind on all your punishments or I'm not giving them to you. I took my sticky pad and I wrote down a few ideas. These are the top ones. I would like you to walk and strut in heels. You don't have to dress up in drag. That's not what I'm asking. Just put on some heels. Let's see those calf muscles, and let's see you do it. I just admire women who can maneuver themselves through the cold and ice in heels. I'd like to see the same from you. Second of all, I would like to see you drink water while hanging upside down. Maybe not dangling upside down, but certainly upside down in a fairly upside down manner. Drinking water. You can choose to drink something else, although I would highly recommend not pop or something sparkly. So there's two challenges. Let's see how those go first. Alright, I'll leave the rest till I get home tonight. Today, let's talk about patterns. So what's the deal with patterns? Well, we all follow patterns. You have patterns, I have patterns, everybody has patterns, and some patterns are freaking boring, and those are boring people. But I also know that sometimes to break a pattern, you need a jolt to the system, right? You just need to, wow, whatever it is. Sometimes it's humor, sometimes it's somebody actually hit in the head, sometimes it's just like an epiphany of sorts, and you just need this jolt. So in this idea of a jolt, you need to break the pattern. So first of all, let's do an exercise. I'm going to tell you a word, and you're going to tell me what the pattern is as soon as you think that you got it. So the first word is champagne. What is it? What does that mean in your head? Do you know what the pattern is? Probably not, because you need some second. Cupid. Third one, painted eggs. So it's now champagne, Cupid, painted eggs. Do you know the theme? Do you know the pattern? Candy canes, shamrock, fireworks, jack-o'-lantern. Really, what it is we're taking all of the assumptions we've ever had in our entire lives, and we are using them to make an assumption. Champagne, Cupid, painted eggs. Well, what you probably find out is that these are all holidays, based on holidays. Candy canes, shamrock, fireworks, jack-o'-lantern. So, anyways, the idea is that we have to break those patterns in order to think a little bit more about change, because the more we think about what we have, well, the worse off we are. So what I'd like you to do as an exercise is I want you to take a look at these patterns and tell me the one that's different from all the others. I'll give you 5 seconds. Did you pick one? Because I'm about to reveal the answer. Take a look at the following for the answer. Okay, so what do you think? Did you get it right? Everybody gets it right. Why? Because there's many more right answers than one. And we're going to talk about that next time, which is the fact that there's more than one right answer. But what's important today is to underwear that in order to forget all the things that you've learned and all the assumptions you make and all the attitudes you have to be able to, one, understand that they are blocking you mentally, and second, temporarily forget how to forget them so that you can think in a different way, in a different manner, and be more creative. Now, you're a creative fella. Not everybody's creative, but you are a creative fella. So you have a good understanding of what that means. The problem is you don't want to temporarily forget all your beliefs, attitudes, assumptions, and patterns. Why? Because they save your life, right? You don't want to go, hey, I'm feeling like being open today, so you step out when there's a red light. They're there to help us and save our lives. But the most important thing is that patterns govern our lives. And the more we get rid of those patterns, temporarily speaking, the more creative and more open to change we're going to be. And that's lesson 1. I hope that you start to realize what your patterns are, because you have some crazy patterns. Before I go, I can do one more segment very quickly. My favorite advertisements for the day. Posting 3. Take a look. Good night.